Good evening, all.
Good evening to all.
Yeah, very good evening. Please confirm whether the presentation is visible. Yeah,
Yes, visible, ma'am.
visible. Okay, good. And hope my voice is audible. Yeah,
Yeah, it's clear. Very
okay,
clear.
okay, good, good. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's start.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, this session is going to be about the difference, not exactly the difference. What are all the traits of a leader and an entrepreneur? See, both are considered as a duty of a management staff, whether it's a like a leader, whether it's a manager or an entrepreneur. So they both have to lead a team, okay, in an organization, whether it's a team of one or two employees, or it is a massive team, which is taking out a project, or whether they are carrying out a project. So both require some kind of a management, okay, management to an extent, so that uh, the strategies are laid out, and plans are executed, the resources are maximum utilized, and the timeline is minimized, cost is reduced, reduced, and the good use, the best use of available resources, the materials, the manpower, the skills of those employees and workers. So all these are best utilized in an effective way. So this session and the upcoming 2 3 sessions is going to be about what are all the traits of leaders, whether they are managers or entrepreneurs. What are all the traits of the leaders, and what a leader does, okay, what do they do actually, how do they lead a team, how they become a leader, and what makes them a good leader. So let's discuss about this. Okay, so leadership is all about the ability to influence others to achieve a goal. Take any example, not only an organization, take a political leader, take a community leader, or take a religious leader. So any kind of a leader, so what does a leader do? The leaders know the ability to influence a group of people. So group of people should be following the leader. They should listen what the leader says, right? And they should believe in their leader. So such kind of influence, the leader should have over his or her team or the subordinates. uh, Guys, please make sure you have muted your audio. So only if you have any doubts, you can unmute and you can speak. So make sure, because yeah, background noises, it disturbs the class, and it's a disturbance for everyone also. So, a leader is a person who has the ability to influence the others. Yeah, make others follow him or her and to achieve a goal. Why the group has to follow a leader? To achieve a goal. Whether it is like a goal of the organization, or it can be a religious goal, or it can be a political goal, or whatever, or it can be a project goal. Whatever the goal is, whatever the objective is, to achieve the goal or the objective. So the leader has to influence the team, make the team follow his or her command, and collectively they should work together, keep on motivating the team, guiding the team, controlling the team to achieve a certain goal. So this is all the leadership is about. Now let's move to the next topic. So leadership versus management. How leaders manage, or what is the difference between a leader and a manager? See, one thing we have to understand is a leader can also be a manager. A leader can also be a manager, and vice versa. A manager can also be a leader. But there are few organizations where managers act only as managers. They don't act as leaders. They're not ready to take up the position of a leader. They just want to continue only with the position of a manager. So, what is the actual difference between a leader and a manager? Let's see. A leader has a clear vision and strategy. own vision and own strategy. It is not imbibed by the top management. And this vision and strategy, it will be always for the good for the employees, or good for the public, or good for the team members. So this vision and strategy is taken and laid down by the leader for the sake of the employees. But a manager who is not a leader, just a manager, so lays down only the policies and procedures which is laid by the top management. A manager cannot know, like, think only about the followers, cannot think only about the subordinates. A manager has to follow, no, the procedures and the guidelines, no, which is, no, like, imbibed by the top management in an organization. So that is the first difference. Leaders, they think only about, no, like, upbringing their subordinates to achieve a certain goal. And in the, no, like, during the course of time, no, the leader can, no, like, change few policies, procedures according to the groups or according to the teammates influence. But a manager cannot change the policies or procedures, because it is, no, like, imbibed by the top management, and there is no other way the manager has to follow, and he has or she has to make the team follow the same. So that is the first difference. Second difference is leaders create a value, but managers count the value. They keep on checking the box, right? They keep on taking the, no, like, the check boxes, whether this is done or this is done, the next one is done, and the other one is done. And if it is not done, why it is not done. So managers know, like, their role is to know, like, count the value, but leaders, they create the value. The third difference is leaders influence and inspire the subordinates, inspire the team members, inspire the followers. But manager don't have to know, have an influence. They don't have to know, like, influence the subordinates. They have to manage them. They don't have to influence them. So with the power and control and with their role and the designation, they show power and control over the team members. And the fourth one is leaders have followers. They are not just, no, like, the subordinates, they are followers. But here managers, they have only the subordinates and not the real followers. Leaders lead people where managers manage the work by making others work, by making the subordinates work. They manage the overall work, whereas leaders, they lead the people to the next level. And leaders are always people focused. They always think about the team. They always think about their, no, like, the group members. They always think about how to, know, like, upbring this group or this people, no, the team, no, to the next level. But managers, no, like, they are always work focused. They want to complete the task, no, by the end of the day, or by the end of the week, by the end of the hour, then they have to immediately report to the top management. So that is what, no, like, managers look upon it. And leaders, no, they follow a charismatic charismatic style, because they have to influence. If they fail to influence, no, like, there is no purpose of, no, like, being in a leadership position. They have to influence the people. So they always follow a charismatic style, and depends upon the nature of the team members or nature of the team. So they can keep on changing the style. But managers, no, like, they always follow an authoritarian style, because, no, like, they are under the control of the top management. Leaders, no, like, they take risk, and, no, they are change seekers. Something is, no, like, very traditional, something is, no, like, very like, conventional. They want to change the style. So they know they are ready to take the risk, and they want to, know, change the typo, no, the normal typo which is followed. They want to change it, because, no, like, people are suffering of it, no, and, no, like, the team members, or, no, they are not okay with the traditional style, or not okay with the conventional, no, like, way of working, or whatever it is. So leaders, no, they take risk, make some revolution, and, no, they are the change seekers. But managers, they take risk averse, and, no, they know, because they want to maintain the stability in the organization. They are not ready to take risk, because they don't follow a leadership position, but they follow a managerial position. And leaders, know, they have to know, like, have an appeal to the heart. They should be, know, like, very, know, like, moving close to the people. But managers don't have to do that. They have to appeal to the head of the organization. It may be the founder, or it may be the shareholders, or it may be the chairman, CEO, or whoever it is. To the top management, they have to know, like, yeah, appeal. And leaders know they're always proactive. So what is proactive? Think before, know, like what comes next. Have a little, know, like a forecasting mind, a speculative mind, no, like what is going to come, no, in the future. So they are always proactive, and they speculate something, they will act accordingly. But managers are always reactive. What is reactive? They follow the orders of the top management and they react to them. If the top management says, no, like follow an authoritarian style, they have to follow an authoritarian style. If the top management has to say follow a different style, they have to follow a different style. So they are always reactive. And leaders sets the direction. They will know, like tune the team members, tune their subordinates, no, to go in a particular direction, no, like sets the direction. But managers, they know, like always plan in a detail, no. So they always have a plan in advance and in a detailed way, and they will know, like make their subordinates know follow the same. Leaders know, like they raise expectations, no, in the team members mind. They raise the expectations because they have to make the team know, like believe that no, something good is going to happen to them if they are going to follow that leadership. But managers know they have to maintain the status quo because they are in the managerial position. They have to maintain that status quo. And leaders ask questions, and they will know, like induce their team members as well to ask questions, because no, like they believe that the leaders believe that only by asking more questions, no, you will find a solution very quickly. So they will know, like they will ask questions, and no, they will know, like induce, they will encourage their team members also no to ask questions. But managers don't encourage the team members to ask questions, they always give the directions. So these are the basic differences, no, you can see in a leader and a manager. So one can be a leader and one can be a manager, and one can be both. If the manager wants to, yes, manager can take up a leadership position as well. And leaders are no, like most of the cases, they know, like they are managers because they manage the people, they manage the operations, they manage each and every function, they manage the whole team. So everything they manage. So leaders are no, like basically managers. But managers, if they want, if they know, like want to, they can take up a leadership position as well. They don't have to give up the manager position, but as a manager they can take up a leadership position as well. They can please like both the top management as well as the the operational management. Clear? So this is the basic difference between a leader and a manager. So here I have no, like taken a key top 10 key differences no between leadership and a management. So leaders plan for the future, but managers shoulder immediate responsibilities. Leaders are proactive, but managers are reactive. Leaders build shared values, but managers focus on workforce management. Leaders, they keep on motivating, no? They keep on motivate their subordinates, their team members, but managers, so they don't motivate, instead they give instructions, what to be done, what to be done next, when it has to be done, and how it has to be done, who has to do it. So they always go with the instructions. Leaders are charismatic, but managers are always instructive. Leaders lead by example because they set an example by themselves. So if they are instructing, no, they are no, like guiding the subordinates to be no, to have a particular trait. First, they will become it. They will follow the trait and they will become it, and they will set an example. No, by seeing the leader, the team members know, they know, like act accordingly. But here, manager, they don't have to know, like, set an example because they have to manage the teams. Leaders inspire action, but managers manage the activities. Leaders innovate, managers organize. Innovation, where it happens only in the leadership, not in the managership. Leaders take risk, but managers, they don't take risk, they cautiously plan. Leaders inspire change, and managers bring the stability in the organization. So they always know, like have control over the group. But leaders know, along with the control, they have no like give a freedom to their subordinates, no freedom to their team members to think on their own, to act on their own, to react on their own, to question everything. But managers know like they shouldn't encourage the team members to question, because no, everything would be a chaos. So that's why they have to manage the team and bring stability in the team. So what manager and the leadership, a leader share. So there must be few qualities, which is applicable for both the positions, right? Whether they are a leader, whether they are a manager. So few qualities, should be applicable to both the positions. Let's see. First one is professionalism. Though you are a leader, though you are no leading a team, though you have given no like a full freedom or no partial freedom to your team, there should be a professionalism in all the things a leader has a leader is doing. There should be a professionalism. If there is no professionalism, then there is no control over the team. So whether you're a manager or you're a leader, if you're a manager and a leader, you have to follow a professionalism. While speaking, while reacting, you should follow a professionalism. Then both has to have some knowledge on what they are doing, or no on the industry, on the subject, or on the function, or on the machine, or whatever it is. They should have good knowledge about it. If they are having knowledge, if they lack knowledge, they don't know how to lead the team, they don't know how to manage the team. They should have a good knowledge about what they are doing, what they are managing, or what they are leading. Both should have a strong interpersonal skills. Communication skill is very, very important to both the parties. Whether you're a leader or a manager, you should have a strong interpersonal skills. Because only by the way of communication, you can lead people, you can direct people, you can have control over the people, you can manage the people. Goodwill, both has to know have a goodwill, like they have to gain goodwill, from their team members and from their subordinates. The leader has to gain goodwill from the team members, and the manager has to gain goodwill from the management, top management. Information, both should have enough information and should be sharing with their team members, sharing with their subordinates. Only when the information is shared, everyone will come to know what their responsibility and role is, what they have to do from their side, when it has to be done, how it has to be done. So information, both has to be very informative. They should keep on passing the information through best way of communication. Then is the resources. They should be knowing how to make use of the resources. Whether they are a leader or they are a manager, they should be knowing how to make use of the resources. Manpower is also resources. The manpower skill, a person's skill is also a resource. They should be knowing how to utilize these resources. And both should be committed. They should be committed to their work, towards their organization, towards their goal, towards their value, towards their team, towards their subordinates, team members. They should both should be very much committed towards themselves, towards their position. They should be both committed. So these are all the the common traits, common qualities, which is shared both by the leader and the manager. So traits of an effective lead. Let's see what are all the traits. Inspires action. An effective leader inspires action. An effective leader is always optimistic. Always optimistic. Obviously, the leader can foresee a risk, or can he he or she can foresee a speculate a risk or an uncertainty. But while speaking to the team, the leader should be always optimistic. And the leader should have integrity, be very truthful in whatever he or she does. Integrity should have some self integrity, supports and facilitates the team. And a good leader has confidence and pass that confidence to the team members. And a good leader uses effective communication, so in whichever way the team understands, so such kind of communication has to happen. If a leader communicates very indifferently, which the team cannot understand or cannot digest, then there is no use of communicating at all. So the leader should understand the the need, the perceiving capacity of his or her team members, and according to that, the communication channel has to change. And an effective leader is always like decisive, always decisive. And sometimes the leader can make the team members also like take decisions. Okay, so these are the traits of an effective leader. Now coming to 5 rules of leadership. So leaders they shape the future, not their future, not only their future, but the team's future, the team members' future. They shape. And leaders make things happen with the support of their team members. And leaders engage today's talent, the present talent. No, they will engage. They will keep on changing according to the present trend, according to the market trend, according to the industry trend. And they build the next generation because they are engaging the today's talent. And now they always believe in the phrase invest in yourself. And leaders are always learners because they learn from the success, they learn from failure, and they learn from the assignments or the project. They mostly like most of the leaders, if you see, they will be reading lot of books. They will be reading like books. And like leaders like always learn from people and like their competitors, and they learn from the life. So these are the like the basic good traits or good qualities of an effective leader. So let's come to the principles of leadership. So there are like many principles, like almost there are like 24 principles, which is laid by like scholars, like before and like now scholars. But like I have taken the most, the top 10 like principles of a leadership. First is know thyself and seek self improvement. First, the leader has to know himself or herself, why he or she has taken up the leadership position, what is the purpose of this leadership position, and what are all the team, I mean, like what type are the team members, how to lead them, how to guide them, how to motivate them. And they have to improve the team members, plus they have to improve themselves. So self improvement has to happen. So know thyself and seek self improvement. Be technically proficient, because in today's world you have to be like technically proficient. If you lack this technical proficiency, then you're out of the scene. So seek responsibility, so take responsibility by themselves and make sound and timely decisions. What is a sound decision? Sound decision is like which cannot be like changed in the course of time. It should be applicable, at least for a prolonged time. Sound and timely decisions. They set the example by like doing the self improvement. They know the people, that is, they know their subordinates and look out for their well being, and they keep the workers always informed. Whatever is happening, like whatever is happening in the industry or whatever, like happening in the market, they always keep their workers or the subordinates informed about it. They develop a sense of responsibility in workers. So each worker has to be responsible of like what they are doing, right? So that's how they stay committed to the team, they stay committed to the leader, they stay committed to the organization. So develop a sense of responsibility in workers. And these leaders they ensure that tasks are understood by the subordinates, by the team members, and they are supervised and the tasks are accomplished. So these are the basic 10 and the important 10 principles of an effective leadership. So what is a leadership culture and climate? Let's see. Each organization has its own culture, and the climate is the feel of the culture. See, culture is like little different from the structure. You might have know what is an organizational structure. Few organizations might be following a hierarchical structure, that is like there will be a top management, the founder, the shareholders, the investors, and the CEO, CFO, COO. So they constitute the top management. So under them, all the departmental managers will be like working. So they are the middle level management, and under them, all the operational level workers will be working. They are the operational management team. So this is a hierarchy based organization. A top management, under them a middle management, and under them the operational management. There are network organizations as well. Network organizations, no, they don't follow a hierarchical thing. They don't follow a hierarchy. and everyone will be communicating with everyone, and decision making will be available with to everyone. Everyone can give their ideas, give their thoughts. They can share their thoughts with anyone in the organization. That's a network organization. And few organization companies follow a hybrid structure. Hybrid structure in the sense, there is a uh, the network organization, network plus hierarchical structure, network structure plus a hierarchical structure. So basically there will be a hierarchy, but a network way of no communication will be happening. Basically there will be a hierarchy. A top management will be there, middle management or operational management will be there, but when it comes to decision making or when it comes to communication, everyone will be communicating with everyone. So this is a hybrid structure, no, in the organization. And this culture, this structure influences the leadership, influences the managers. Let's see, no, what is an organizational culture? So organizational culture has a long term the roots. That is, no, it will not change immediately. So no, as the organization, no, it exists. Once the organization, no, it has no existed. That is when it was started. Whatever is no followed as a culture, it will no prolong for a very long time. So when it changes, when the organizational culture changes, only when the top management changes, the founder, the CEO, is replaced by another person, is replaced by another team, then the culture changes. The shareholders, when they are replaced by another group of shareholders or another group of investors, the culture changes. Otherwise, the culture of an organization doesn't change. It goes on for a very long time, as long as the organization exists. And each organization has a value and belief. So why this organization is existing? They have a value and a belief. They have a history, how the organization was found, how it all started. Every organization, every company has a story to tell, has a history to tell. What made the investor, what made the founder to start this organization? What influenced them? How it all started? From where did they get their money? From where did they acquire their capital? Where was the operations it first started? How many employees were there in the beginning? So no, every organization has a history. Every organization culture it has a history. And no, past and present leadership that also influences the leadership and the way we do things. That is how things are done in an organization. Every organization has a different style of working. So in particular industry, every industry has a different style of working. Manufacturing industries, they operate in a different way. IT industry, they operate in a different way. Educational sector, they operate in a different way. So they have their own way of doing the things. You can see this in each and every organization. But what is the organizational climate? What is a climate? Climate is something temporary and it's not permanent. Culture is permanent. As long as the top management it doesn't changes, the culture is permanent. But climate it keeps on changing, just like the seasons of a year. No, the climate keeps on changing, right? We have 4 to 5 seasons in a year. So just like that, in the organization, the climate keeps on changing. How it changes? When new workers take up the position of the old workers, it keeps on changing. When the younger generation is replaced by the older generation is replaced by the younger generation, the climate changes. And physical documentation is replaced by the technical way of doing things, technical documentation, digital documentation, the climate changes. So the climate of the organization is temporary, whereas the culture of the organization is permanent. So a leader will be changing the climate of the organization. The culture of the organization cannot be changed only when the top management is replaced by a new group of people. Only when the top management is replaced, the culture changes. but the climate of the organization can be can be changed by a good leader. It doesn't mean like a new person has to, or group of new people have to come and change the climate. But if the leader decides, if the manager who wants to take up a leadership position as well, if he or she decides, yes, they can change the climate of the organization. So they are the short term, and they are individual and shared perspectives. And the mood of the organization will be happy, contented, fearful. And the main phrase is the feel for the organization. So it depends on the type of the leadership. If it is an autocratic leadership, the mood of the organization will be fearful. Everyone fears the leader. So they will not be motivated to do the work, but they will be they will have a fear that anytime they their job will go off. They will be laid off. So they will work accordingly. They work they work in a fearful situation. But if the leader is a very happy, go-getting leader, the mood of the organization, the climate of the organization will be happy and content. So these are the climate culture and the climate of the organization and the culture of the organization. So what is the process of a great leadership? How you can become a leader? See, whether you're working as a manager or a junior or senior executive, whatever you're in the organization, how you can become a leader? See, how to become a team leader, that's different. So to becoming a team leader, to become a supervisor, or to take up the role of a manager or a senior junior manager, so that's different. That depends on your experience, your educational qualification, the achievements you have done in the organization, the contributions you have made to the organization. So, and there will be performance appraisal, all those things will be seniority. Sometimes seniority, on the seniority base you will be given the position. So that's different. But leadership is different. How to take up a leadership position, how to influence your employees, your coordinates, your subordinates, your peers, your colleagues, how to influence them. So they should listen to whatever you say, whichever role or whichever designation you're in the organization, that doesn't matter at all. But if the top management and the other levels of management, they have to believe you, they should get influenced by you, they have to follow you. How can you do that? How you will become a big leader? So first thing is challenge the process. So what challenge you can do with the organization? So it doesn't mean you have to challenge the top management. There will be something which is followed routinely in your organization, right? It may be boring because it is followed for a very long time, or it may be something complex which you or your subordinates or your teammates wouldn't like to do. Something routine is happening and it's boring, and it's not fruitful as well. It's not fruitful, and because of that you're stressed out, or you don't like to do it anymore. So such kind of functions or activities will be happening in the organization. Few things will be followed in the organization. Challenge that process. Challenge means it's not that you completely eradicate that process, but think something differently and try to make it easily. So find out a way in which you can challenge the process, change the process, make the process a fun filled one, instead of doing the same process in a bored a climate. Make it as a fun filled one. So everyone has to voluntarily have to go on with that function, go on with that activity. It may be sending a mail or whatever function or activity you're doing in your organization. So identify those processes which are boring, which are complex, and which are what do you sometimes it may be it may seem like a burden, or it may consume more time. Sometimes few processes it may consume more time. So try to challenge the process, come with a solution, and communicate the solution with the top management. And in most cases they may accept your solution. And then inspire a shared vision. Inspire a shared vision. So have a group have a group for yourself who can support you. who can support you in all your your communication. So you have a solution to the problem, you have solution to a task which has seemed so difficult. Now you have a easy solution. Now share the solution with your colleagues or team members, and gather a team. So instead of communicating individually to the top management, as a team, if you could communicate and explain what is the reason why have you come with the solution, and how it will be helpful for the management as well as for you, for us, for your team as well. Your top management can listen to that. They can even implement it. So inspire a shared vision. Enable others to act. Ask your members, team members, your coordinates, your subordinates to share their ideas as well. It doesn't mean you will be always having you are the only person who will have an idea, right? And they can polish your idea. You already have an idea, they can your team member or your subordinate they can polish your idea. It will be it may become more effective one. A normal solution, it may become a more effective solution. So enable others to act and encourage the heart. What is encourage the heart? Have that passion, have that josh, have that always with you. Carry that always with you. There may be objections, there may be rejections. You may face objection, you may face rejection, but don't let go of it. So encourage the heart. So carry that leadership thing with you for a long time. Yeah, so this is a process of a great leadership. So take any example of the leaders in the world, whether they are the organizational leaders, founders of the company, or the political leaders, or the religious leaders, or leaders of great nations, or a movement leader, any movement, many movement has happened in most of the countries, like a freedom movement kind of a thing. Take any great leader, so you can see first what they have done is they challenged the process. Something routine is happening, they have always challenged it. So why it is happening, why it can't be this way, they have always challenged it. And they have inspired a shared vision. They had a vision, and they passed that vision to their followers. They formed a team and passed their vision to their team. So all the team members along with the leader they had a same similar vision. So inspire a shared vision. And they have encouraged the others to act as well. They have encouraged their team members to contribute as well. And finally they have encouraged the heart to follow the same whatever they have believed in, the value they had, the vision they had, the mission they had. They have always encouraged their heart to always follow the same thing till their their last breath. So that's how a leader is formed. That's how a leadership is formed. Yeah. Yes. So management and leadership theories and models. Many scholars have proposed many theories about who is a manager, who is a leader, how can managers be a leader as well, and what makes a manager into a leader, or what makes a manager to stay as a manager itself for the whole time in the organization, and how a leader is formed, how leaders manage the team. So based on all these learnings, many theories have been proposed by various scholars, and the top five theories I have listed out. First one is corporate governance, social contract, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, love and spirituality in management and business. This is a recent theory. And change agent, and this is also a recent theory. The first three theories are a little bit old theories. The last two are the recent theories. Let's see one thing. What is a corporate governance? So it is a system of rules, practices, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled. That is corporate governance. And this essentially involves balancing the interest of a company's many stakeholders, such as shareholders, management, customers, suppliers, financiers, government, and the community. And not only that, these employees also know they come under the corporate governance. Okay, so what how a leadership is affected by the corporate governance. So if the corporate governance is so strict in an organization, okay, it's no like strictly no like followed in an organization, obviously the management has to know like oblige to satisfy the shareholders, the top management, the customers' needs and wants. So there is no other way, no, like they have to go with them because they are the investors. Because of them only, no, the capital can be raised and the profit can be made. We need customers, we need shareholders, and our organization requires this. So in this kind of a strict corporate governance setup, how a leadership style will be formed? It is difficult to know like form. It is difficult because no like in such kind of a corporate governance, no like this thing, you can be only a manager. You cannot know like take up a leadership position. It's difficult. You can take up a leadership position, but most cases you can only be an autocratic leader. You cannot be a no like a friendly leader. You can only be an autocratic leader. The next comes the social contract. So people follow leaders because they want to follow something. They want to believe in something. They want some change, no, in the routine thing. So for a very long time they are following something, no, like routine. It's not changing at all. It's very boring for them. So they need a change, but they don't want to take risk. They need a change, but they don't want to take risk on their own. If somebody is ready with the solution, they will follow it because people need a change. They want to follow someone. They need something new. They want a change, and whoever comes with the change, they are ready to embrace them. They're ready to embrace the change and they want to follow it. So this is a social contract. If you see the diagram, no, you can understand. So leading, this person is the leading person, and these are people, no, who are following. Through discourse and vocabulary, no, the leading person, the leader, no, like directs, communicates with the followers. And from them, no, like framing and priming, no, that happens. That is framing and priming is they design the leadership style. The followers design the leadership style, the way the team has to go. So that is no like framed by the followers. So this is a zone of reciprocal relationship. So while no like discourse and vocabulary, no like from here to there, it is through no like unconscious paradigm, power and resilience. And from here, the framing process, no, it's by no like will. So willingly they are following the leader, and they have the social contracting, which we will be learning, no, the second one. And the learning, they want to learn something from the leader. They want to learn something, so they willingly follow the leader. But first, the leader, no, like discourses everything, no, all the no, like dialogues and everything, no, all the everything, no, and in an unconscious here, it means no, leader is not sure, no, like whether this will reach the team member or not. So it's a blind faith. The leader, no, when you take up a leadership position for the first time, you're taking a leadership position, you want to lead a team, you're not giving a discourse, you're speaking with them, communicating with them, you're not very sure whether the team will accept you or not. So only after some time you will get to know whether the team is accepting you as a leader or not. Okay, so that's why no, it is here, no, given here is unconscious. So third one is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This term, this theory you would have heard, no, like before, maybe in your UG course or any other course, Maslow's hierarchy theory. So this theory states that there is a psychology. This is a psychological theory. So when the physiological needs are met, the human, no, the human beings, no, when their physiological, what are the physiological needs? The basic needs: food, air, water, shelter. So this is the physiological needs, no. You need shelter, no, to live safely. You need water to know like to survive. You need air, food to survive, and you need no like clothes, no, to no safeguard you from heat and no like extreme cold. These are the physiological needs. So if a person is not like satisfied with the physiological need, then the next level of expectation is the safety. So already this person has a shelter, but this person has to have no like more safety. Then once the safety need is satisfied, then there is a need for love and belonging. Then once that need is satisfied, then the need will be esteem, like comparing the person comparing himself or herself with the neighbors or with the peer members or with the colleagues, and like to maintain the esteem, to maintain the this thing the person will like keep on acting accordingly. Esteem needs. So once everything is like satisfied, then comes the self actualization. Self actualization is something which is beyond the materialistic needs. From till esteem, you will be like focusing on the materialistic needs: food, air, water, clothes, shelter, good shelter, better shelter, to a single bedroom. Then comes the two bedroom. Then comes the 3 BHK, and like a bungalow. And esteem, to maintain the esteem, you will buy a car. Like you will like compare it with your neighbor's car. So all these are materialistic needs. A good like a job with like a salary of like this much. So all these are materialistic needs. Once everything is done, once everything is satisfied, then you will like think about the self actualization. Why do we exist? What is the purpose of this birth? Okay, so this is a psychological theory. It's not the Maslow's hierarchy theory. So a leader like always goes here, self actualization. A leader is not concerned about these materialistic needs, but a leader is concerned about the self actualization needs. What is the purpose of our birth? Why we are here in the earth? What we are supposed to do? Where we are taking our team? To achieve what? What is the purpose of achieving that goal? Why should it be achieved today, now? Why it is has to happen now? What will happen after like me? Who's going to like take up the team? Who's the best person for that? How to like make the team give the appropriate training and give them the resource so that everyone becomes eligible to take up my position. So this is a self actualization need a leader like always thinks about. Then comes love and spirituality in management and business. So in olden days, how business is done, they were only profit motivated. They were not involved, like they didn't think about the employees' well-being or employees, like leisure or the basic needs of the employee. They didn't think about. No industry owner or no business owner thought about the welfare of their employees, in olden days. But after like especially after the Second World War, yes, the leaders, that is the owners of the businesses who wanted to take up a leadership position, were showing interest in their employees welfare as well. They want to grow their organization, but along with the organization they want their employees also to grow along with the organization. So they made they gave basic amenities in the workplace. They gave like equal salary. They were not, the workers or the employees or were not discriminated in terms of caste or religion or gender, whatever. Like they were not discriminated. So these are the principles laid down by the leaders who were also the business owners. They were not just business owners who were profit motivated, because they took the leadership position. Many organizations now they are not just for profit, but they are into their welfare of their employees as well. So love and spirituality in management and business. So that also like inspires a leadership. So it incorporates the quality of human existence, personal values and beliefs, our relationship with others, our connection to the natural world and beyond. And the fifth one is change agent. The leaders want to be a change agent. Who is a change agent actually? Who's a change agent? Change is something which is conventional, which is followed routinely. Changes according to the present trend, changing completely according to the present industry trend, or changing to the customer's expectation. So these are the change agents. Leaders are the change agents. You're not just leaders leading the team, motivating the team, but they are change agents, adapting to the new changes happening in the outside world, happening in the industry, happening in the market, happening in the political setup, or happening in the country. So they are the change agents. So anyone who helps an organization transform by improving business processes and interpersonal interactions. So they are the change agents. So you might have seen, no, like many company brand owners or company owners, no, like big businessmen, no, initially they will be working in another company. Not everyone has, no, like after completing their studies, no, like suddenly they take up a business position. It's not like that. They might be, no, like working in, no, like another company. They might be, like they would have been, like working as an employee or as a worker or as a wager in another company. Some idea, something might have, like struck in their mind, and they wanted to become a leader. They wanted to implement some change. So they come out of the company, or they may have implemented the change in their organization itself, where they were working as an employee, where they were working as a, like a wager or a daily wager, or as a, like a worker. They might have implemented there, or they might have come out of that organization and they would have started on their own and implemented all these things. So they are the change agents. They want some change in the routine, because they don't want, like others also know, to suffer the same what they have suffered. For them, the work is boring. For them, this particular process is boring. Obviously, for others also, it's boring. So why don't we change, no, this one? Why don't we make this process, no, much easier? Clear? So leaders are the change agents. So there are, no, like many types of, no, like change agents. So let's go through all these change agents and we can, no, like end for today's session. The first one is emotional champion. The first type of change agents is emotional champion. So this type of change agent uses their influence and emotional intelligence to move the change initiative forward. They rely heavily on the vision of the change to connect with others. So most of the political leaders and religious leaders, no, they are the emotional champions. They touch your emotions. They touch your inner feelings. This is not materialistic. It is not materialistic. So emotional champions. Second type is developmental strategist. So this type of leaders, no, they change, this type of change agent, no, is particularly good at seeing the bigger picture when it comes to change, and uses logic to explain the rationale behind the change to others. So they see the bigger picture. So they see that if this change has been implemented, so what will be the bigger picture? And they will show that bigger picture to the others. They will show the bigger picture to the others. And by showing them, they making them believe, making the team members believe, they will make them know, like follow their style of leadership. So developmental strategist. And most of the cases it works out. Most of the cases it works out. And third one is intuitive adapter. This type of change agent is all about achieving the vision through continuous improvement, taking calculated risk, and learning through trial and error. These are the people who are the risk takers. They are the risk takers. They know that, no, like it is a risky one. There is a, no, like sometimes, no, like, yeah, sometimes this may work or may not work, but they are ready to take the risk, because they strongly feel that if we leave this opportunity, it's never going to come back again, or it may be, no, like taken by another person and they may succeed. So why don't I take the risk? Why don't I, know, like go through it? Let me, know, like try it at once. So intuitive adapter. So be very clear, emotional champions, they don't take risk. They don't take risk at all. There is no risk in, no, like leading a political party. There is no risk in, no, like leading a religious campaign. No risk at all. You don't have to be an intuitive adapter. But here, intuitive adapters are those people or those leaders who are ready to take a risk. And the fourth one is continuous improver. This type of change agent thinks systematically and focuses on what processes need to be changed. They don't want to change everything completely upside down, but by changing small make corrections here and there, no, like they can change the whole thing. So they focus on what processes need to be changed, eliminated, or created to make the change initiative a success. So these are the 4 types of the change agents. Guys, make sure you have muted your audio. Because background noise, no, it's visible. We could hear background noise. Okay. So yes, I'm stopping here. The rest, no, okay, we have seen the leadership, all about the leadership thing. So in our next session, we will be seeing about entrepreneurship. So who's a leader? Who's an entrepreneur? Or they both one and the same? Or an entrepreneur can be a leader or not, and a leader can be an entrepreneur or not. So all these things, no, we will discuss in the next session. So if you have any doubts, I'll be staying here for 2 more minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, so no doubts? Fine. Yeah, so in this case, we can end the session for today, and I will meet you in another session. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Hello.